Hey everybody.
Hi.
And welcome to this week's episode of Fucking Easy Food Prep, healthy food you actually want to eat. So today we're going to make meatballs, and I'm going to show you the way that I do it in the oven, which I think makes it heaps easier and really quick. And we're going to do it with a herb and cooked mushroom sauce. So I think if you're someone who has any sort of digestive issues, mushrooms can be really beneficial, but you want to cook them first for 2 to 3 hours in water. Like every week, Craig and I will do a big batch of mushrooms and cook them and then freeze them like this. But I've been having them in eggs every morning, and I'm like, no, I'm a bit sick of that. I need a different way to eat them. So Craig just blends them in a blender with soda water.
Very simple though,
He's very simple, isn't he? It's a man, you know, they eat the same shit every day. So what I thought I'd do is put mine into a tomato sauce and have it for my lunch. And I love meatballs, and mince is good and really cheap. So what we've got here is 200 grams of lean beef mince, 2 eggs. We're going to add some garlic.
This is 2 kilos. So.
Oh, sorry, 2 kilos. Sorry.
2 kilos.
We're gonna break them up so it's 200 gram lots. Chili, garlic. You don't have to put the chili in if you don't like it. I just like spicy. Onion. We've got some thyme and oregano. You can really just put whatever herbs you've got. I just looked in my herb thing and was like, oh, okay, these will do.
Yep.
And then lots of salt. So, and then for the sauce, we've just got whatever we could find in my cupboard. So this is a really nice one, actually. You don't have to use this, but it's from Ferry Road, and it's olives and anchovy. It's so bloody good. Or you can, and we had some tomato passata. So just get any tomato passata.
Morty.
Yeah, and then this one, this is, what's this one? This one's got anything, no, I think it's just 100% tomatoes. Yeah, and salt. So, you know, we could probably add some garlic and onion to this sauce when we make it, and the mushrooms. So it's sort of just like a nice herby sauce. And then you could serve it with whatever you like, really. Pasta, you could rice noodles, rice, fruit, potato. Yeah. So, all right, let's get stuck in, Mel. I'll add it in. So last week we said we were going to talk about, you know, we asked the question, are you a woman? Oh, sorry, before we go on, preheat the oven to 180 degrees first. So do that first. And we've got our little cake tins to make it easy.
This is an awesome idea to do meatballs. I have never thought of that.
I'm very clever, darling.
Yeah.
So
she's the smart one.
Mel's gonna mix.
I'm the pretty one.
That's right. Mel's gonna mix this all together. But yeah, are you like Mel and I talk about this all the time because we actually think it's quite funny. Like I was that chick when I was younger who just slept with everyone. And fell in love with everyone, you know. Like I think I was just so desperately. When I look back now, and I can talk about it now because it's moved past it and I've grown. But I was just so desperate to like find someone, and I thought that for a man to love me, that I just needed to have sex with him. And so like every guy that I had sex with, pretty much I just fell in love with.
I think just to clarify, she was the one that had sex with everyone and loved everyone. I was the one that had sex with everyone, just having sex with them, and not getting attached.
And it's interesting, like I think there's like some women, like I just could never have sex with someone just for the pure reason of just having sex. And I always just find it so fascinating how Mel like can do that, even to this day. Hey, yeah. She was married for a while, but her husband killed himself. Yeah, I know that sounds like we're just saying it so flippantly, but she's in a good space now.
In an amazing space.
We just joke it like Jake jokes about, doesn't it? Yeah. And I don't want this to take away from anyone who has someone who's committed suicide because it's very serious and sad. But Mel's done a lot of internal work, and
it hasn't controlled my life, and I refuse to be miserable. So that's why I, you know, kept going with my life, and I didn't let it, you know, take over who I am and what I wanted to become.
But yeah, she was married for a while, but you know, I always, you know, I think there's like women that can have casual sex. I reckon there's 3. There's women who genuinely can, I'm going to put a teaspoon of chili, but you don't have to. Women who genuinely can have casual, like Mel, who can just have sex just for the pure, like men. I think a lot of men can have sex for sex.
I'm very, very much like men in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I think so too. And then there's the women like me who just would do it and just get their heart broken every time. And then there's the women who do it and pretend that they can do it, but really they can't do it. Yes. You know, and how many times have we, I'm thinking, say, 2 teaspoons of oregano. So really with the herbs, just say 3 teaspoons total of mixed herbs. You can just put whatever you want in there, whatever you'd like. And then obviously plenty of salt.
Lots of salt.
Yeah, because like Mel's got this, we're just going to call him Bob. Because poor old Bob, we just sort of protect his privacy.
Call him Bob.
Yeah, we don't want him to, like, poor guy. Everyone, all the women on Kitty's program know who he is, but you know, he's got his own business, and I'm always like, trying to, like, we were talking about him last week, and I'm like, oh, so, you know, like, sort of, is he your boyfriend now?
Kitty wants me to have a boyfriend.
Yeah, boyfriend.
She's like, oh, have you got a boyfriend? He's kind of like your boyfriend, isn't
he? Yeah.
It's an arrangement.
Well, but it's more than just sex, though. They have a very good they have a very good connection. Like, she doesn't just go over there and have sex with him. Like, they talk and...
We hang out.
Yeah.
When we're together, we are like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
When we're together, like, and we don't. The difference is when I am with men, I don't talk about. We don't ask questions about, you know, are we seeing other people? Is there other people in the picture? And you know, when we don't see each other, we're not texting each other all the time. And I'm not one of those needy girls that need to ask what he's doing all the time. And
let's split this now. So she's going to give me half and I'm going to have half, and we're going to roll it into 10 balls each, because that's sort of roughly what the serving... Because I want 200 grams of mince per serve. Do you think that's about... Oh, I think I've got too much. Do you reckon that's about even? Do you think?
Very professional.
Close enough. Okay. So 10. It's got to make 10, yeah?
Righto.
So... Look, I think you should probably do it like this if you want to get it. Like, get it... No, but like, get it... If we get it... Actually, maybe we should make it...
We're doing pottery.
Yeah, I'm like...
That's what I did. I halved it, and then I was going to do 5
Do 5
each.
and 5, yeah.
I am the smart one.
Yes, yeah, like... Sorry, keep going. What were you saying about Bob? I was about to say his real name then. I was like, fuck.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're watching this.
Yeah. Sorry, Bob.
I'm not a needy, you know, a text all the time person. Where are you? What are you doing? Are you thinking about me? Blah, blah, blah. You know, I have arrangements with men. I don't do relationships. I do arrangements. And I kind of like, when they start getting attached, it's like when I'm like, well, I'm out of here, you know. I'm pretty upfront at the start, kind of like, don't love me because I'm not going to love you back kind of thing, you know.
Maybe loves you. Maybe.
I'm not going to get a boyfriend.
Do you think, Mel, like, this is an actual question, like a serious question, like not like I'm just taking the piss out, but like, obviously you've been married before. Are you saying no to that forever? Do you reckon?
No, not
like
forever.
If the right person came along.
Yeah, if the right person came along.
Guy, girl.
Yeah.
Could be.
Well, actually, I am delving a little bit into the other.
Really?
Way. Yes.
Really?
I'm very intrigued with that. So I would like to do some more exploring there. You know.
Why not?
Seriously, not like, you know, when you were younger and you were drunk and, you know,
you
like
kiss
get
your girlfriends and
your
stuff.
best friend and, you know, but I'm a very open, adventurous person.
Yeah, you are very open to new experiences.
Yeah.
So you would, like, if you met the right person, you would think about a relationship.
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to say never.
Yeah, because you didn't say never.
No, I won't say never.
You've done everything once.
I get, this is what I get all the fucking time from her. But I've been married, I've been in relationships, I've lived with people, you know, I've done all that. And I'm quite happy now with just doing me, being independent, being able to, you know, I get up.
People annoy you, don't they, Mel?
You
can't.
Yeah. But I can get up and, you know, get on a plane to Sydney or Melbourne whenever I like. I don't have any, you know, responsibilities.
You're appreciating where you are at your life now, like what you can do.
Yeah.
Because I guess there's probably, like, obviously pros and cons to everything. Like, there's great things about having kids. There's great things about not having kids.
Yeah.
There's great things about having a partner. There's great things about not having a partner.
Yeah.
Just enjoying the good things of being single with an arrangement sort of boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I do get a boyfriend, you'll be the first to know, Dom. And
he
won't be meeting you.
He will be.
Imagine that. Oh, poor fella.
Bob's got a bit of, is pretty well endowed too. That's why we're going to call him Bob.
Something that it really needs to. That's a big issue, like a big thing in my arrangements too. That is a must. Jake actually questioned me about that the other day.
Oh, did
what if an amazing, amazing man come along, but he just didn't have what you wanted down there? I was like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, but like, what's the borderline though? Like, what's the cutoff? Is there a cutoff? Like,
Can we
is
talk
it? Yeah. Well, it's just penis. Like, did you make 10?
Yes. 2, 4, 6, 8. No. Oh no.
Oh, you idiot!
It's all right.
So we'll just take some. These ones look quite. We'll just take some off each. So we've got to make. We'll take a little bit. That one looks small, I think. So we'll just take a bit off.
Very,
you idiot.
good at
She's too busy talking about
Well,
Bob's,
we're talking
Bob's
about
penis.
penises.
Yeah. This one looks quite big. We'll take some of it.
As soon as I hear penis or sex, it's like, what?
What? Actually, this one. Maybe if we take a little bit off each one. It's pretty big, actually, this one.
I would have had the big ones.
Yeah, but then it's not even. It needs to be even. Is that nearly there?
Yeah, this is big. This is getting too big now.
Show me. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, no such thing as too big.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but I'm like, would you really like, I mean, oh, that one looks quite big, doesn't
It's
it?
okay.
Yeah, I've got to get them even, it just annoys me otherwise.
Really? Are you
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
obsessive?
Oh, I'm not really OCD, but, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, let's,
not
okay,
alone
we're
when it comes to that.
gonna put this in the oven.
Okay.
Yeah. And then now we're gonna, like these probably take about 20 minutes, so now we're gonna make the sauce. We'll just wash our hands.
1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think if you're a woman struggling to like meet someone like me, like I realised that what I was doing wasn't putting the right vibes out to the person that I actually really wanted. Like, you know, like if you sleep with every guy and fall over yourself to try and, you know, like that's not very, like if a guy was like that, you'd just be annoyed, wouldn't you?
Did you didn't have a lot of respect for yourself though?
I don't think so.
Obviously.
Yeah, I was not really confident.
Yeah.
Like I seemed confident, but like I was obviously not really.
You were desperate, weren't you?
I was desperate, and I was scared to be alone. I just couldn't be alone.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'm like so much better. And then obviously once I worked on that, and then you know stopped doing what I was doing, then I met Craig.
Yeah.
So I put that good energy out there.
And you read that book too.
Oh, the catch,
The Catch? Yeah.
or the chase. She's got 2.
I read that book too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got to chop up another onion, Mel, because I didn't realise. So here.
Not very often, so
No, but that's all right
not much has changed.
because they've got to cook. So we'll just I'll just get rid of this. Just get rid of this. But yeah, no, I'm sure so many women really struggle with this. Like, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
Because they just, you know, I'm sure women in our program would. Don't cut yourself, okay?
Joel, I can cut an onion.
Yeah.
Remember that time
Craig doesn't know. Yeah.
cut an
I
onion?
asked Craig to cut an onion once. He's like, I don't know how to cut an onion. I'm like, you don't know how to cut an onion?
That was when you lived in Miracle Valley.
Oh, I remember when I went to his house first, like when he made me dinner. He was so cute. He made this piece of salmon, and he chopped up all these vegetables, like chopped them like, you know, if you'd ever buy those packet vegetables, like Heinz,
Yeah.
and like they were chopped up in these tiny little squares and just all mixed together and steamed. I was like, I thought they were packet vegetables. I was like, oh, this is so cute. But I was like, I was just so grateful that he cooked me dinner, you know. And all I could think about back then was I just wanted to get in his pants, you know. Like I was just thinking about, you know, what it's like when you're first together.
Yeah.
It's just so exciting.
Were you drinking too?
Back then, I can't remember. Maybe I'd had a few drinks, maybe. But yeah, geez, it was funny. Yeah, so one day Mel will have a boyfriend. Yeah.
I don't want to get any messages from anybody about boyfriends.
So we're just going to just a bit of butter in here, and we're going to just grease that a bit. We're just going to saute the onion. Sauteed. Yeah,
Winston's walking around in behind us here smelling of food.
What our challenge currently on? You're not working in the challenge, are you?
No,
April's working in the challenge this time.
This time.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really you know, when women come into our challenge, they sometimes get a bit overwhelmed because it's not like every other challenge.
No.
You know, and it's we're not about just. I'm just going to put a couple of teaspoons of garlic in. I just love garlic. Where they just, you know, tell you to give you a meal plan and give you a training program. We actually teach you and educate you. And I think for a lot of women too, it can be quite overwhelming.
We teach you how to do your meal plan so you're able to do that for the rest of your life. Like teach you how to eat for the rest of your life. Because if you go and do these 12-week challenges and they give you a meal plan, what happens after that?
Totally. You don't know what you're doing.
No.
And I think that, like my advice to women a lot, and well, actually Mel, you'd be the perfect person to give advice. Remember when you first started for us, you knew nothing. Didn't know how to use computer.
I didn't know how to use my
phone.
I used to message you, used to get angry at me.
But that's because you didn't want to do it back then.
No.
You weren't ready to do it. But when you decided that you wanted to learn and grow, like how many times were you overwhelmed?
Oh.
Like
50,000.
Yeah. What did you used to tell yourself in those times?
You're stupid.
Did you?
Yeah. I'm
Oh, I know. The onions. Well, because your dad, I think, you know, your whole life.
Well, my dad made me feel like I was stupid for the majority of my life. And, you know, most people that came into my life actually made me feel like that, you know? But, yeah, I just persisted though. I got to the point where I was like, what I'm doing now is not working. What I've always done is not working. So I need to change something and I need to just learn. You know, I need to sit down.
God, those onions, I'm like, holy shit. They're really like, I've never had. I think one thing I tell myself is when and I look like I'm crying now from the onions, is when shit's hard, is I always say to myself, it's okay, Kitty, you just can't do it yet.
Yeah.
And I just coach myself that, and I say to myself, you've just got to give it time and you've got to practice. Because I think, you know, it's really unrealistic you put this pressure on yourself to go, I've got to learn this in one day. I've got to learn, like you're never going to, that's not possible. Yeah. You're only going to learn by doing, practicing, making mistakes and just repeating that process over and over again. And I think if you can condition yourself to that, it becomes so much easier and know that failure's okay.
Yeah. But that's the thing why I never really got anywhere. It was because I would try things once or twice and be like, oh, I can't do this, just give up. I would never go back and try it again, you know? Now I try things, you know, 10, 20, 30 times, but I never give up. I'll get it.
Yeah.
Even if I have to ask stupid questions, well, there's no such thing as a stupid question, but even if I have to ask questions 10 times about the same thing, you know, if I don't understand something, just ask Jake.
Remember I told you to get a book?
Yeah.
I was like, to get a book. And every time you ask me a question, write it down.
I still write everything down.
Because I forget stuff. Yeah. Like I write it down in my... So just after you've sautéed the onion and garlic, you can add in your passata. So let's say... How much is that? That's 500. That's 550. So say, you know, you want to make enough pasta sauce to have a bit of pasta sauce with each of the... with the meatballs, over the meatballs, so you can just sort of pour it over. I'm just going to get the water out of these so we don't waste it.
Don't waste.
We don't like to waste, do we? Yeah, you know, and I hear women, you know, I'm so overwhelmed. I think you've got to too, like you've got to take the time and sit there and read.
One thing at a time. Just focus on one thing. So if it's in the website, for example, in the challenge, just focus on one module. Just go through, you know, the one module, one day at a time.
They're probably like, stop talking about that. I just want to hear back about Bob's Big.
Bob's Big.
Oh God, it smells so good. So how often do you see Bob now?
Every few weeks.
Yeah.
Not that much.
You were going a bit.
Yeah.
You were just going.
I actually went without sex.
Lots of salt.
For several weeks over that time.
Was it bad?
It was extremely hard because sex is a massive part of my life. You know, I'm a very sexual person, and you know, I go to certain clubs and stuff as well. You know, and like to.
Maybe we can talk about that next week.
Well, maybe we can talk about where I go next week.
Yeah. Oh, on the next.
Yeah.
Wait for this.
Okay,
It's exciting, yeah. So now the mushrooms, probably the cooked mushrooms, you'd want to put, I don't know how many cups would be there, maybe
Does Craig know you're using his mushrooms?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 or 5 cups, do you reckon, of cooked mushrooms? I'd say. Yeah. These are still frozen, but yeah, you just put in, you know, whatever, if you really like mushrooms.
Mushrooms are very good because they can help make you poop if
They
you're
sure
not
can.
pooping.
Yeah.
So a cup of 1 to 2
Lower
cups
estrogen in the
a
bowel.
day,
Yeah.
really well cooked.
Well, probably not, I mean, yeah, it depends on, like, I probably have about half a cup a day, I reckon, to a cup. Yeah, and this is just a nicer way to get them in, I think, because, like, obviously, just blending them with thingos is, like, really not that great.
I don't do the mushrooms. I'll do a mushroom sauce if someone does a nice mushroom clean sauce. Like this.
I love a good mushroom sauce.
Remember you used to go to the pubs and get a steak with mushroom sauce?
I know, darling. See, I'm really just looking forward to the gyms. Everyone's opening the gyms, hey? Yeah. So we're just going to, basically, you're going to just let that simmer, I'd say, probably for maybe half an hour. Just, you know, let the flavours develop. And then those meatballs, I reckon probably say 20 to 25 minutes on 180 degrees. And then once they're finished, you can pull them out and then just divide them into containers. I like to have about 200 grams serving at a time, but again, that's not set in stone. You know, you can.
It's not going to be perfect because I fucked the
That's
meatballs
right,
up,
but it's close enough. To divide that into, I mean, that'll make that's 20 divided by, so 10 lunches. So that's a lot of lunches. Hey,
yeah,
or you can put it in the freezer. You can have it for dinner. You know, I think the kids would probably really like it as well. Maybe without the chili.
And you could do so many different things with it too. Like you said, you could put this sauce on, you know, rice noodles and make like, you know,
and like you could make smaller meatballs if you wanted.
Yeah,
I just couldn't be fucked.
Cheese on the top.
Yeah, parmesan and cheese would be nice. Would be really, really nice. So. You probably don't need to see the end result for these because it's pretty easy, I don't think, Mel.
You could take a picture and put it.
Yeah, we can put it in. But it's pretty easy. It's just basically pull them out, divide them up, divide the sauce over evenly, and then you can just, it freezes perfectly. So this is actually going to be my lunch now for the next 10 days. Well, Mel and I will have some today. And yeah, it's just super easy. So I guess we'll see you next week, and we'll talk, or the fortnight after, or next session, talk about these clubs at Mel's. It's fascinating. It's really fascinating.
You are fascinated.
I am fascinated.
Craig's very fascinated.
Jake's fascinated.
And Lucy. I'm fascinated too because it's not exact. It's nothing like what you would expect.
Yeah, wow.
So, till next time.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.